Here at DogeSec, we use many common CTI frameworks to add context to data across our product range. For example, linking CVEs to CWEs in Volmatch, or detecting attack techniques described in reports using Stixify. Many of these frameworks are found across the web in different places and in different data structures. We wanted a single source and a single data structure that all of our products could easily request the data from, whilst also offering powerful filtering options so that the frameworks could be easily explored. The result was CTI Butler. CTI Butler first turns all the frameworks that it supports into Stix 2.1 objects, imports them into a graph database, and then exposes the data via a powerful web API. Let me show you using MITRE ATT&CK Enterprise as an example. The first thing to point out is that CTI Butler can store multiple versions of each framework, allowing you to choose the one you want to work with. Here's all of them available at the time of recording. By default, the latest version of a framework will always be used. So here, it's MITRE ATT&CK Enterprise 15.1. On the objects endpoint, you can see it is possible to filter the objects by attack version, as well as many other filters too. For example, let's say I wanted to find techniques with a name that contains exploit. Here, I can enter the name and limit the results to attack pattern type objects. These represent attack techniques and sub-technique objects. Here you can see 9 results are returned, the first being the sub-technique T1499.004, application or system exploitation. And because CTI Butler stores all the data as Stix 2.1 objects, it is simple to integrate these results with your other security tools that support Stix. To ensure that only the desired data is ingested by these other products, CTI Butler supports further filtering on the endpoints. For example, I can use the attack ID 1499004 to retrieve it directly from the database. But where CTI Butler really becomes useful is comparing how this object has changed between versions. Here you can see the attack object versions grouped by the attack version. You can also see what versions of attack a specific object was introduced in and when any changes were made to it between versions. It is also possible to see how this object is connected to others in the attack framework, but also other frameworks supported by CTI Butler, including CWEs and CAPEX. This makes it possible to traverse between frameworks to add more context to your research. I will put a link to the CTI Butler GitHub repository in the description, so you can download it and explore all of the frameworks that it supports.